Alright, so this topic is laws of exponents and also polynomials. There's going to be two things I'm going to do here. The first thing is I do want to show you how to do this by hand, because sometimes probably easier just to do it by hand. And then the other way I'll do it is how to check our answers in Desmos. Okay? Alright, so I have this expression. What I'm going to do with the coefficient right here, 36 over 12, I'll go ahead and just divide that out in Desmos, which is 3. If I look ahead on my answer choices, well, they all have 3. That doesn't help. For the x, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the exponents and I'm going to subtract it. So first of all, I got 3 for 36 divided by 12. And then for this, I'm going to say x is 6 minus negative 2. So we're going to subtract the exponents. And then for the y, actually, I can go ahead and just cancel out the y's because they are the same, had the same exponent, so they can cancel out. And then for the z, I'm going to do negative 2 minus 2. Okay? And then let's simplify it. So here I have 3x, 6 minus minus is a positive, so 6 plus 2 is 8. And then z is negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. And then from here, I'm going to put the negative exponent down in the denominator because it switches. And that's about it for that one. If you want to go ahead and confirm your answer using Desmos, what I do is I just plug in random numbers for them and then just check. The only problem with x and y is Desmos is expecting you to graph it, which I'm not trying to graph it. I'm trying to plug numbers in. So I'm going to switch x, y, and z to a, b, and c. Okay, where x is a, b is y, and so on. So anyway, I have x to the 6th power, b to the 5th power, and then c to the negative 2. And then in the denominator, I have x to the negative 2, b to the 5th power, and then c to the 2nd power. And then like it's going to ask me to plug in some numbers. So if I had put x and y, it wouldn't give me that option. I'm just going to slide these around just to give some random numbers and then check my answer. And then doing my work, I got that answer. So I have 3x over x to the 8th power over c to the 4th power, and they match. Okay, I highly recommend you just check them in Desmos just to make sure you did the process right. Okay, this one, it says here, let me write it down real quick. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and just combine the like terms for this polynomial expression. So we can see that a squared b cubed is like terms with this. So you just do 2. I'm going to kind of just write it out what I'm saying here. 2 minus from here and then negative 3. Okay, so those get combined together and then you have a squared b cubed. So 2 minus negative 3 is going to be positive 5, because minus minus is plus. Or honestly, if you want to double check in Desmos, I don't mind if you do that. 2 minus negative 3 is positive 5. Okay? So what that means is, well, as I'm building my answer, so it would be positive 5 a squared b cubed. So that's done. And notice I'm subtracting these two polynomials. Alright, negative 10 ab minus negative 20 ab. So I'll go ahead and write negative 10 ab minus negative 20. And then, you know, this turns into positive, so that's basically negative 10 plus 20, which is positive 10. Or we can go ahead and check that in Desmos real quick. Let me write it down first. So negative 10 minus negative 20. Negative 10 minus negative 20 is positive 10. And then the last one, I like to cross them out just to make sure. B squares together. So remember that there's a 1 here. So I have 1 minus negative 17. So negative negative is a positive. So that would be 18. So that would be 18b squared. And it's this one. All right. We can go ahead and check this in Desmos. Sorry if this video might be a little long. You can fast forward if you don't want to watch this part, but I do want to check it. Just because, I mean, these are pretty easy problems to do, especially with Desmos' help. And we need to get as many correct as possible. And yeah, so I'm just quickly going to type it in. I'll pause it and record again. All right, let me just double check. I don't know why it's so big here, but, and then, yep, everything looks good. And then we're just gonna put some, just any random numbers really. I don't put any whole numbers, just use some, you know, decimals. I don't recommend negative numbers either. It'll still work, but still. Yep. And that did not work. So that means I either calculated it wrong or I picked the wrong answer. Was it negative? I think that's right. Maybe I plugged it in wrong in Desmos. 2a, oh yeah, there. That's supposed to be a squared. And still wrong. Let me see. Minus ab plus b squared minus negative 3a. I don't know why I kept doing that. There you go. I just didn't type it right from the beginning. Okay. Anyway, I confirmed my answer. Looks good. I know I got that perfectly correct on my SOL. Alright, so this one, let's do it by hand first. So what I want to do here is I need to just do a bunch of things to simplify this. First, I have to go ahead and take the 2. So I need to square everything that has the parentheses with the 2. So that's going to be, I'll write it out first. So 12 squared times x to the negative 2 times 2, negative 4. Okay, so 12 squared. And then x to the negative 2 squared is negative 4. You multiply the exponents here. And then I don't have to do anything since the parentheses really just stops for this. I don't have to distribute that. So I'm just going to copy this over. So it's 6, x to the 4, and then y to the negative 3rd. Alright, so here it's 144. So 12 squared is 12 times squared is 144. I don't want to rewrite everything. I'll just put that up here if you don't mind. Alright, and then this part I do have to go ahead and simplify this. So 144 divided by 6. Again, 12 squared. I'll just show you. Is 144. And then I'm doing 144 divided by 6 is 24. So again, 144 divided by 6, that's what I did in Desmos, so 24. And then let's go ahead and work out the exponents. So when they're being divided, we're going to go ahead and subtract the exponents. And then I don't have anything for the y, so I'll keep that in the denominator. Okay? And then, so I would have 24, negative 4 minus 4, that's x to the negative 8, over y to the negative 3rd. I noticed the instruction is saying simplify the following expression, write your answer using only positive exponents, which means that I need to switch things around. So the 24 stays in the top, while the x to the negative 8 goes to the bottom, and then y to the negative third goes to the top. They just kind of move around, and that's it. It's this one. And you know what I'm going to do next? I will go ahead and check this in Desmos. So to check it in Desmos, just plug it in exactly the way it is. Whenever I see a, what do you call it, a fraction, I like to put the fraction bar first and then do it. Oh, by the way, I'm going to change the x to an a because, you know, Desmos is not going to allow me to do anything with that x unless I'm graphing. 6a to the 4th power, and then y is b to the negative 3. And if you're wondering why I keep changing it, is look, I'll put x and y and show you why. See, it doesn't allow me any of the sliders to plug in. That's why. Okay, just to make it more convenient for me. Press all, random numbers, check it. So 24, b to the 3rd power, and then a to the 8th power. What am I doing? A to the 8th power. I'm rushing, that's what I'm doing. Wait, did I pick the wrong answer? Oh, this is 3 again. See, I'm rushing. Okay, guys, advice. Do not rush on the SOL like I am. Alright, that's that. Alright, here's another example. 2 to the 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. And then x 3 times 2, which is 6. Again, what did I do? I did 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, which is 4. And then x, I multiplied the exponents, times, and then 3 to the 4th power is 3 to the 4th power is 81. So that is 81. And then x to the 4th power. And then multiply these two together, 4 times 81. Which is 324. For the coefficient, I'm going to multiply, and then for the exponents, I'm going to add. So 6 plus 4 is 10, right there. And I will go ahead and check it. So I'm going to put a for x. I'll try to do it a little slower so I don't keep messing up and wasting our time. And then this one, 324, a to the 10th power. What did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot to put I tried, y'all. There you go. That matches. Alright, last one. It says here, student A was asked to simplify the following expression. He obtained this answer. Are they equivalent? Well, instead of doing all the steps here, since I'm only looking to see if they're equivalent, I've been doing this, right, for all of my answers. I'll go ahead and just check it using Desmos for this part. 6, a, b to the 3rd. I just changed the variables around so I can use Desmos. Yep, I think I did it beautifully. I don't know, maybe I did. Let's see. 30 squared, a to the 8th power, b to the 2nd power, and then 6 squared. I just confirmed that you typed everything correctly, or I typed everything correctly. Yep, well, they are not equivalent. Alright, this was a longer video, but I did want to show you both ways, by hand and also by confirming your answers in Desmos. Alright, thanks guys.